What is good, y'all? Welcome back to Chris and Ralph Productions. As always, I am Chris.
And Ralph,
And today, Ralphie, what just happened?
they announced out massive news for Hall H for
Marvel
Marvel
Studios.
Studios.
Yes, so Marvel Studios just wrapped up their Hall H panel just a few minutes ago. So our plan was to go from what they first talked about and work our way to the big announcement. But the big announcement was so big, I just want to start off with that.
Yeah,
So as you see in front of us, the official logo for Avengers Doomsday, starring Robert Downey Jr. as
as Doctor
Doctor
Doom.
Doom. This releases May 2026. Ralph, okay, we'll get to the reveal right now. We'll
Yeah.
get to all that good stuff. We'll get to the directors. But, Ralph, what do you think? How do you feel about the change of going from Kang to Doctor Doom?
So, kind of like I remember like as a kid, like when I was playing the Lego Marvel Superhero 2,
Mm-hmm.
which it Kang, he's the villain in that game. I was like, it'd be cool to see him versus the Avengers, and
Live action things like
yeah,
that. And we were getting Kang, and then of course issues happened outside of Marvel Studios.
yeah,
Quantumania didn't really do so well. Kang, he was fine in that movie, but he didn't really connect with the audience. So they're pivoting. They're going Avengers Doomsday.
yeah,
Side note, yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I think it was yesterday, Marvel Comics announced that they're doing a new Doctor Doom run for all of 2025. I'm hyped for that.
yeah.
I love the logo. Green's my favorite color. Of course, Doctor Doom is green. And like as it says, starring Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. So the biggest news of the night, the biggest news of the weekend, the biggest news of the year from Marvel Studios is RDJ playing Doctor Doom. Ralphie, what do you think about that? What's your feelings about this?
I was like shocked and surprised. Like, wait, he's playing Doctor Doom?
Yeah, dude, because so we were following the panel before we started recording, of course. I didn't want to film in the middle of the panel because I didn't want to keep having to refresh and all that good stuff. But when we saw that RDJ is playing Doctor Doom, we screamed. I'm telling you, we screamed.
Yeah,
This is what RDJ said. He says, "What I tell you, I like playing compli Okay, what I tell you, I like playing complicated characters. Of course, Robert Downey Jr. What was the character that he played? And for the MCU, what was the character that he played?
Iron Man.
Is it Iron
I
Man? Oh
guess
yeah,
so.
yeah, Tony
Yeah,
Stark,
yeah,
Iron Man.
definitely.
Of course, and I am Iron Man. The last time we saw him was Avengers Endgame.
Endgame.
Um, this is just amazing. I love that. You know what's crazy?
Right.
There was rumors recently that Doctor Doom was going to be played by RDJ, and I was always like, nah, no, that doesn't make sense. It makes sense, but like they bring back RDJ, like will he come back? He came back.
Yeah.
And let's keep going. So the next two Avenger movies is Avengers Doomsday, May 2026, and Avengers Secret Wars, May 2027. RDJ stars as Doctor Doom. Secret Wars, new logo. You like
Yep.
it?
Yep.
I like it. The first one was like silver. It was very plain.
Yeah.
It was the working logo, of course. Um, but it's like we saw Deadpool and Wolverine Thursday.
Yeah.
We're gonna record our spoiler review tomorrow. And after we left that movie, no, we're not gonna talk about spoilers right here. After we left that movie, we were like, the MCU's back, baby.
Yep.
And I had a question. I'm like, what are they gonna do for Hall H? How do you feel about this news? What do you think, Ralph?
I was can't believe this is real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, so are you so now after seeing Deadpool and Wolverine and
Yeah.
like these announcements, how do you feel going forward about the multiverse and all that?
So for me, the multiverse, like, well, yes, I know though. I know like the multiverse saga is like barely on the multiverse saga.
Yeah, there only been a few years in it,
Yeah.
but they've been struggling.
Yeah.
They've been struggling hard, and to see them make this pivot to Doctor Doom, I love it. Let's go further into the news. So this is actually a video.
Yeah.
There's multiple camera angles, multiple reactions, and I think this is just so badass. Oh, let's keep
Yeah.
going.
I'm really looking forward to Robert Downey Jr. take as Doctor Doom.
Me too. Because the Fantastic Four, Of course, Doctor Doom is the number one nemesis for the
Yeah,
Fantastic Four. For the Fantastic Four, they're a little older. Pedro Pascal older. So I was wondering, like, when they do eventually bring Doctor Doom in, are they going to go younger? Which wouldn't really make sense because Doctor Doom, Victor Von Doom, is like he's associated with the Fantastic Four in
yeah,
college and stuff like that. So to have RDJ come in as the character, I love that. Let's keep going. RDJ just says new mask, new task. Love that. Looks good. Nice hair. So badass. And of course, this was the announcement. This was the announcement for Doctor's Doomsday. This is the new logo for Avengers Secret Wars. A better look at it. Looks very clean.
yeah,
I noticed it has Iron Man colors. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
It's probably nothing, of course. You think they bring back Robert Downey Jr., Ralph?
Hope so.
Hmm.
Yeah. Also, they announced new release date for those two.
Yes, they did. May 2026 for Doomsday and then May 2027 for Secret Wars.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Yeah. At one point, though, they would, back then when it used to be called Kang Dynasty, they always tried to release those two in the same year.
Within a few months, probably like 6 or 7 months
Yeah.
between the two releases. I was even before the last couple of years. I was like, will they be able to pull that off?
Like the only film I could think of is The Matrix 2 and 3.
Yeah, so they released so close within each
Yeah.
other. Yeah. So the Russo brothers, of course, Russo brothers. Let me fast forward a little bit. Russo brothers are set to direct Avengers 5 and Avengers Secret Wars. At this, whenever this was tweeted out, Avengers Doomsday wasn't announced at that moment.
Yeah.
So we'll get back into what they were quoting or what they were saying on stage. But the Russo brothers, it was reported by the Hollywood Reporter last week that they were going to be coming back, but it wasn't official, of
Yeah.
course,
Like negotiating.
negotiating
Yeah.
and all that. But I'm sure they were saving it for Hall H. Um, I like this move a lot to bring them back. They were having trouble finding a director for both of those films.
Yeah.
What do you feel about the Russo brothers coming back?
Yeah. For me though, no, I do think it's great though.
Yeah, I think so too.
And plus though they're gonna cook really good on the fifth and on Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Yo, they're gonna cook so hard,
Yeah.
and it's like, so they did Winter Soldier, they did Civil War, they did Infinity War, and they did Endgames. Four fantastic MCU movies, just four fantastic movies in general.
Yeah.
And outside of the MCU, they struggled themselves a little bit. So to see the Russo brothers come back with Kevin Feige, it's a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
I love that. Like I said, they had some quotes. Let's go back into it. We're gonna get into this right now. That's pretty
Yeah.
funny. Um, this is what Anthony Russo on the return. He said, "Joe and I truly believed that that was the end of us for the MCU because we had put all of our passion and love into those past films." He's talking about Infinity War and Endgame and
Yeah.
things like that. And then they went on to say, I think, oh yeah, that's pretty much it from what the quote. They talked more, but this is just like I guess the main quote from why the reason why they returned. Fantastic Four. The flying car is in Hall H. Fantastic Four. But before we get into
Yeah.
that, let's get into the Fantastic Four news. This is all kind of out of order, so apologies. Okay,
So they said to be filming this Tuesday.
yes. So they were in the UK yesterday. Flew into San Diego for Comic Con. Kevin Feige said they're going back to the UK to begin filming on Tuesday. Let's get into what they had for the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is described as set in the retro future of the 60s. So, Ralphie, how do you feel? Whoops.
Oh.
How do you feel about that?
Oh no, not my fault.
The microphone. Okay. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I do think that's an interesting direction.
Yeah.
And we got some sort of bits of that in Loki, where they have some sort of period piece in some sort of retro future.
The aesthetic of Loki is very
Yeah.
mid-century. I love it. And this is they're going to be like that too.
Yeah, but also it does remind me those drawings from 1960s.
Yes. I actually have my Alex Ross book he did the Fantastic Four. And I'm just going to show you a little bit of artwork on what the vibe is going to be like if I can find a good page. So, this is one of the beginning pages. Of course, you see the Thing and Johnny Storm, and it's just if you want to read about, if you want to get a feel for how the Fantastic Four and the vibes that they're going to be going for, I highly suggest picking up this book. And let me pick another panel that shows sort of a retro feel. Of course, they're wearing the OG costumes right here. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. And the reason why I wanted to show this off is because that's where we're going to be getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get into some more news.
Oh yeah, they did some research on the rocks.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and read that one right there?
Matt at Suckmanton, they went to the desert to find the best type of rocks for to make the thing out of.
So obviously, I think he's gonna be CGI. I
Yeah,
assume. Who knows at this point?
yeah,
Nah, he's gonna be CG. He's gonna be CG. Obviously, he's probably just. I don't know the tone of what he said this in. There's not a clip of it online. But of course, the thing I'm looking very much looking forward to it. And this is what they showed. When I read this, I got so excited.
yeah,
He said pre-shoot material of the Fantastic Four is being shot in 4:3. He said Pedro Pascal has an old school accent as Reed Richards teaching a science class. So he's gonna have a very 1960s accent, very different from what we've seen in anything in the MCU. And he's teaching a science class, of course. So, Ralphie, with Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, what do you think about that? You love that? I love that casting.
yeah.
Yeah. Pedro Pascal, of course, Mandalorian, Joel. He's in the unbearable weight of a massive talent, thinking like that. And this is what they were saying. The Fantastic Car is an old Cadillac that looks straight into the Jetsons, which we will show right now. This is probably the biggest thing from Fantastic Four
Yeah.
is the title. You want to read it with me? The Fantastic
The
Four
first
First Steps.
steps.
So the Fantastic Four is, a lot of it takes place in space in
Yeah,
the comics. That's how they get their powers and things like that.
yeah,
So there was, a report, a few weeks back that a lot of it's going to take place in space. Who knows? But to be called the first steps, I think it's very different. I
yeah,
like it. I like it a lot. Okay, Ralphie. This one got me so excited.
yeah.
Michael Giacchino will compose the score for the Fantastic Four. He did
The
Batman.
Batman.
He directed Werewolf by Night. He's done so many movies. Up, which is an amazing
Yeah,
score. The cast of Fantastic Four, they were on stage. Ebon, Quinn, Vanessa, Pedro, Feige, Shackman, and Feige. I need that hat, Kevin. I need that hat. Bless you. Of course, they're on stage. They look great. They're going back to the UK to film. Another thing, early footage of Galactus in Fantastic Four showed his face peering through a building, very clearly a giant cosmic entity. What are your thoughts on seeing Galactus proper?
it's finally we are finally gonna get a Galactus in live action form. And we do, even though we do got a bit of it in Spice so far, but not good enough.
That was bad,
Yeah,
Ralph. He was just a cloud. He
yeah.
was a cloud that was eating things. Oh man! But to
But
see Galactus, I like this.
yeah.
And yesterday in that drone show, the drones that they had, like they did like a show
Oh,
outside,
oh yeah,
they
that
showed
one.
Galactus. This was what Pedro Pascal said about joining the Fantastic Four. Matt Shackman and I have known each other for 25 years, and we had the same talent manager. And he almost became our roommate in 1999, but he said he saw the place and said no. Pretty funny joke. Vanessa Kirby said that since her and Joseph Quinn are the only Brits in the cast, that's how they become siblings as a joke. Joseph Quinn, he said, we're all going to work very hard to bring a feeling of a family to this film. And I don't think I've laughed so much in a rehearsal period before. I love that. Joseph Quinn. Um, this is right here. You want to read this one now?
Yeah, will appear in both upcoming Avengers films.
So, a couple of things. Obviously,
Yeah,
right? They're going to be in the Fantastic Four
yeah,
movies.
and I thought it was gonna be a Secret Wars, but
Yeah, they're going to be in both of them.
yeah,
Doomsday. They're going to have scenes with Doomsday. I
yeah,
love that. With RDJ Doomsday. Another thing, it's basically confirmed that it's confirmed this movie does not take place in the sacred, what is it, sacred timeline, right? It doesn't take place in
in the main
the main
MCU.
MCU 616. It's going to be in a different, like, multiverse type of thing, because New York City looks different, which we'll show right now.
Yeah,
It's, well, the Fantastic Four, if they've existed for the last 60 years, why haven't they been brought in? It's because they're in a different world, a different
yeah,
universe. The Fantastic Car is flying in Hall H right now, and it will pick up the cast.
and
Look at that beauty.
yeah, and ever since I saw that, we got a glimpse of New York.
Yes, New York right here. You can see a little bit in the back.
Yeah,
Love that. Well, and then there's actually a video which we will show you right now. Mute it. And it's just the car flying around.
Yeah,
Actually, no, let's do it
and
like this.
I thought that there might be strings.
Yeah, he was like, I thought there were strings, and he
Yeah,
was like, no, it's actually flying. And I was like, Ralphie, no, it's not actually flying. And then we kept watching, and we're like, oh my god,
it is
it is
flying.
flying. I had to apologize to Ralph. So you see a little bit of New York in the
Yeah,
back. It looks very retro futuristic. Love that. That the Fantastic car looks so cool.
yeah.
Um, let's go ahead and keep going.
And
What were we gonna say?
I I'm pretty sure this might be the main card that they might use in the film set.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure that they have multiple copies of it, but that's the design.
yeah,
That's what it's gonna look like in the movie. Let's go ahead and keep moving forward. Fantastic Four. Um, Before the announcements of Doctor, excuse me, Avengers Doomsday, and the the revamp of Secret Wars and all that, Fantastic Four is still my most anticipated MCU project.
yeah.
What would you say right now is yours?
For me though, at first it was Double Worry, but now since we finally
We
seen it,
finally saw Deadpool
yeah,
Wolverine.
and now the next one is Fantastic Four. It's
Fantastic
Fantastic
Four.
Four.
Yeah, dude, I cannot wait for this. Let's go ahead and move on from the Fantastic Four and to the Thunderbolts. So, the first trailer for Thunderbolts was shown at to the audience. I wish we got the trailer for the rest of us, but you know what? They waited in line for hours. They deserve to see it first, of
Yeah,
course. Basically, a quick description: Yelena visits Red Guardian's apartment, calls him dad, and says that she has found that the only reason for her to live is killing others. Wow, that's very dark,
yeah,
Yelena. Ghost has a new costume. Figured,
yeah,
Ghost.
yeah. Because I do remember hearing something like back in like 2021 or 2022 where in later drafts where Ghost was removed.
Yeah, she was removed. There was rumors that she was removed and
Yeah,
stuff, and then that this movie was gonna be like a Black Widow
Yelena
sequel,
movie.
Yelena
Yeah,
movie. But there were some rewrites and stuff. But I'm happy we're gonna see Ghost again
yeah,
because I love Ant Man and the Wasp.
yeah,
You love Ant Man and the Wasp too. And lastly, in the description for the trailer, all the Thunderbolts are individually assigned to the same job, but it's just a setup. Interesting. I like that. I like that. They're pseudo, even though they're different, it's pseudo the Suicide Squad, the Marvel version of the
yeah.
Suicide Squad. So I'm very much looking forward to this movie. Sebastian Stan, he said it's like having 9 lives. How many are left? Basically saying I don't know how much longer I am going to be playing Bucky. Harrison Ford, Kevin Feige and Harrison Ford joining the MCU. Just when I think my nerdy life can't get any more complete, I hear Harrison Ford saying Animanium. I love that. Sebastian Stan says that Florence Pugh is the standout of the Thunderbolts. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Florence Pugh, since post Endgame, since the multiverse saga, Yelena is
yeah,
my favorite character that they've introduced.
yeah.
Yeah. You want to see what she says right here?
That's the joy of watching the film together is that they don't play well together.
Yes, very much a ragtag team that don't like each other.
Yeah,
That's the Thunderbolts. They had the cast on stage: Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan, Wyatt Russell, Sentry. I forget some of these names. The director, Kevin Feige. Harrison Ford. We'll get to this right now.
yeah,
Red Guardian. I even said this. I said David Harbour in a video that I did for my Hall H predictions.
yeah,
I said that David Harbour's going to come out in costume and look.
yeah. And actually, I just thought we are gonna see Century is still though.
I thought so too. We'll see it later on.
Yeah,
He said, guys, I sent that email and we all said we were going to dress up because it was Comic Con. Very different. It's a little different. Is that yellow? It's like yellow or white. I
oh,
can't really
oh,
tell.
like white, but a bit yellowish
Oh,
because
like
gold.
vanilla, like cream, things
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Kind of like some like products or stuff. Whenever it used to be like pure,
Oh, and then it gets dirty,
yeah. Later on due to
like
aging,
yellow stain
yeah,
type of thing.
like due to aging and
Yeah.
stuff.
And Red Guardian's gonna be in What If season 3.
Yeah,
They showed that clip the other day. And I think that's all they have for Thunderbolts. So Thunderbolts comes out July next year.
or May 2020.
Oh, May.
Yeah,
It comes out May next year. Just a few months after Brave New World, which we're going to get into right now. Thunderbolts, Rafi, overall, what's your feeling about this?
I'm definitely for sure gonna be there day one when it first release.
Yeah, we're going to get the merch. We're going to get the
Yeah,
comics. We're going to get the popcorn buckets.
we're gonna get the Marvel Legend.
Marvel Legends. Oh my God, those are going to be so good. Wyatt Russell, the quote's not on here, but I did read that he cussed on stage. So, is this movie going to be rated R?
Who
I don't know.
knows?
Who knows?
Yeah,
Let's go ahead and get into Captain America: Brave New World. Let's. I guess we'll start from the bottom because that's what we're gonna go in order a little bit.
started from the bottom.
Now we hear okay, and then so first, a few years back, Tom Holland made a joke and said that Anthony Mackie doesn't have his own movie. Anthony Mackie said a few years ago. Oh, actually, no, he didn't say this. A few years ago, Tom Holland made a joke about not having a Falcon movie. I said, I don't have a movie, but you're not 5'11". Basically, Anthony Mackie making fun of Tom Holland's height.
Yeah, and now wondering is he gonna steal the shield from him?
Oh my god, I don't think they'll do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, like as a joke though.
Oh yeah, as a
Yeah,
joke maybe. That would be really hilarious
yeah,
actually. And Kevin Feige says Captain America: Brave New World is a return to the grounded aspects of Winter Soldier. Oh my god, we're so back, Ralphie. You know how much I love Winter Soldier.
yeah.
You know how much I love that movie. It's my third favorite MCU movie after Civil War and Guardians 3. Actually, no, I think this could be number two. Um, I love that they're having it be like a throwback,
Yeah,
have that espionage Winter Soldier type of feel.
yeah.
Um, whenever we did our trailer reaction, which I'll post in the description, what vibes did you get from that trailer?
Like so, like sort of a bit though of the Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier,
Yeah,
right? That's how it felt. It felt like that, and I'm happy that they're going back to that. The cast of Captain America, Brave New World coming onto stage. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Anthony Mackie, Captain America himself, Giancarlo Esposito, Blake Nelson. I forget the actor's name that's next to him. Guys, I need to get better at this. Tim Blake Nelson teases that they have written a great story for the leader in Brave New World. He went on to say, "It's been 16 years. Tell us about him now." I can't say much. No spoilers. I want them to bring me back. So, of course, the last movie was
the Incredible Hulk from 2008.
the second MCU movie, which was what? By the time this movie comes out next year, it'll be no, not 19 years. It'll be 17 years
Yeah.
since we last saw the leader.
Wow.
That's a long time.
Yep.
That's a long time.
Yep.
Between movies,
Yeah.
that's wild.
Yeah. Finally, we are gonna get the leader in on screen.
Dude, I'm so hyped for that.
And wondering, is he gonna have the Mega Mind head?
Oh, he is. He
Yeah.
is. He is. In the trailer, you can see the green. Giancarlo Esposito will star as Sidewinder, the king of Serpent Society in Brave New World. Serpent Society. I thought they cut all that out, but apparently they didn't. Serpent Society is like a group of like villains and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah. And I don't remember those like a wrestler.
Yes,
Yeah.
Seth Rollins. He's
Yeah.
the wrestler. Yeah. A clip from Captain America: Brave New World shows Harrison Ford directly talking about the Celestial coming out of the Earth. They're finally gonna acknowledge it
Yeah.
after what, like 16 years?
Well, by the time it'll be like 4 years.
Yeah, so many
Yeah.
years.
Plus, like, but plus, like, I'm kind of glad they acknowledged that because like this is a huge thing on Earth and people are ignoring it.
They just ignored it. No one acknowledged it. She Hulk acknowledged it for a little bit, and I really like She Hulk, but no one else has really talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Uh, Adamantium will be introduced into the MCU with the Celestials being made out of them. Okay. So, guys, there is actually a report that I saw yesterday that an X-Men character is going to be in this movie. I don't want to say it. It's a villain. It's not Magneto. So I'll leave it at that. Harrison Ford turns into Red Hulk right in front of the White House whilst giving a speech in Captain America: Brave New World. Of course, Red Hulk smash. Badass, Rafi. What do you think of the design?
So far, like of course we only got this shot, and we don't get we even though we don't have the whole thing yet though. But by the looks of it, looks really cool to see on screen.
Yeah, dude, it looks so badass.
Yeah.
So badass.
Also, we got that McDonald's no toilet.
Yes, they and the Madonna stuff already came out because it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford said, "I would have grown a mustache if I had been asked." I wonder why they didn't ask him
Mm.
to grow a mustache. Oh well. Harrison Ford came out on stage. doing Hulk mannerisms. I think where is it? Oh, here we go. Look at this. This is so funny. I can do it like this. That's Han Solo right
Yeah.
there. He's the Hulk. He's the Red Hulk. Oh my God, I love that. Harrison Ford, a living legend. I love that. This is what he said. He said, "I'm proud to become a member of the Marvel Universe. I've been watching fantastic actors having a good time, and I wanted to be a piece of that." And then you see him hulking out right here.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. There was another one, another quote that he said, but I don't think it's on here. And Ralphie, that is pretty much it. We have Brave New World news. We have an update on Thunderbolts, of course, an update on Fantastic Four, which was, I loved it. I thought that was the biggest news of the night. But you know what? Something happened, Ralph. The Russo brothers are coming back, and
Robert M. Jr. as
Robert
Doctor
Downey Jr.
Doom.
is Doctor Doom. So, Ralphie, what are your feelings about the MCU going forward?
Yeah, for me though, I'm kind of glad they are like taking things a step at one step at a time
Yeah.
because back then though they used to like washed out the projects.
They had so many projects announced. They had like they announced like 14, 15 projects at a time.
Yeah,
The Disney Plus stuff really threw them off
yeah,
because they had so many movies and shows that they had to produce.
yeah,
Bob Iger came back and he's really going to reel things back in. So I'm happy to see that they're taking the step in the right direction, like you
yeah,
mentioned. They're taking things one step at a time. They didn't reveal anything else. They didn't make any. Yes, they made a new announcement with RDJ and that Doomsday is going to be the new title for Avengers
yeah.
5. But outside of that, they didn't announce any new movies.
Nope.
They didn't. They didn't announce any new shows. Um, and it's crazy because they talked about three projects that we've known are going to be coming out soon.
Yeah,
They talked about two other projects that were announced years ago.
yeah,
They talked about five projects that we've been knowing about. Obviously, one was changed,
yeah,
but I love this.
yeah. Definitely.
Um, all right, we're getting close to wrapping up. We have a few minutes left. So, Ralphie, overall thoughts about Comic Con Hall H Marvel Studios?
So it was like what's the word?
Amazing,
Yeah, amazing.
fantastic,
Yeah, fantastic.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, fantastic though about the news.
Yeah,
And I'm definitely for sure gonna be there day one when they first release.
we're gonna be there day one. We'll do reactions to the trailers. I'll do update videos. We'll do collection videos about all the stuff coming out. Reviews, spoiler
Yeah,
reviews. Tomorrow, Deadpool Wolverine spoiler is gonna be coming out, so go check that out. Um, Guys, overall, you can just hear the excitement in my voice. This brought back the MCU for me. I never left the MCU. We've watched everything,
yeah,
but it's just they've struggled recently, and for them to be taking this new direction, I love it.
yeah. Me too. Because even though like yes, I will never leave the MCU because even though I signed a contract about back in 2016 though, but still,
Yeah, I do the same.
yeah,
We're lifelong MCU fans.
yeah.
But all right, guys. So that is pretty much it. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe
As always, guys, I'm Chris.
and Ralph.
We'll catch you next time.
Peace.
Peace.